So there's a vast amount of people who fail before they even start. In my eyes, this is just my perspective and how I perceive things to help me better understand life. They want to be productive. At that moment, they are motivated and driven and all the fancy words for momentum. The next thing you know, maybe that year, maybe that month, maybe that week, maybe even that day, they burn out. Now, of course, there's plenty of reasons as why that can happen, but I like to break things down to I like to call it the molecular structure or the molecular level of things, so we can get rid of all the subdivisions or the subcategories of the reasons why things respond or don't respond. Those people who fit that description, here's something that I know can help. So I think one of the reasons why these people burn out, because I was definitely one of them, you have to identify the problem first. If you don't know that there is a problem, clearly you ain't going to be able to help yourself, right? So first identify yourself that, hey, there's an issue. I've noticed that I burn out too quick, or I get demotivated too fast. Then ask yourself, well, why? And try to figure it out. So to go and save y'all time, since I've thought about this for quite some time now, I try to think, okay, well, what could be the reason? So next question you have to ask yourself, what motivates you? And like I said, I don't want to talk about the subcategories of what motivates you. Of course, there's probably multiple types of people, but just for the sake of this video, let's break it down into two sides. You have people who are motivated or driven externally, and then you have people who are motivated and driven internally. What in the heck are you talking about, Taj? Okay, let me explain. Well, for the external motivated type people, these are people who are experts at telling people, oh yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. And they achieve it, telling people. And whatever energy that they get from those people, whether it be negative or positive, that fuels them. These people perform better when they're crowds. These are the ones that are energized by the outward source of energy. These are the people that when y'all was in school, y'all could have been chopping it up, talking, laughing, having a good time, joking on everybody and their mama. And somehow when a period bell ends, it's time to go and turn it on your work. You don't got nothing done, but they do. Those are the type of people. They are really good at what people, I know people don't like to call it multitasking, but, or people who are just really good with being in front of crowds, people watching them, doing, whatever they feel that they do best. Then you have the internal motivators. These are the type of people who are like, if the external motivators are, I'm about to go up in there guns blazing and stuff, then the internal motivators are, now we're going to do this very covertly. We're going to do this real stealth-like. You got Max Payne, I'm going to shoot him up. Then you got Sam Fisher, Splinter Cell. The internal motivators are like the Splinter Cell guys and girls. These are the type of people that don't say a word when it comes down to their plans, don't say anything, and they just get the job done. They set out a goal. They can be in front of a crowd or whatever, right? In another setting, people ask, hey, so what do you do? Oh, I'm into, blah, blah, blah. And they give like a generic thing, right? And then they just go behind the scenes and rip everything. And then next thing you know, they get awards for stuff. You're like, what? I didn't know you did that. I didn't know that you spoke multiple languages. I didn't know that you did all these things that society feels is a success. Comment down below and let me know what type of person you are. And let me know what type of tools or exercises you do to help further your success. So once you identify the category you lean towards to, whether you are a external motivating type person or a internal motivating type person, now you can go and ask that question. Okay, let's start with the external. If I am motivated by that external energy, I'm that type of person. Why do I burn out? And hey, I don't want to be that cringy person that make up these acronyms, right? But like I said, as it is helping me, hopefully it's able to go and help somebody else. So the external motivated people, or the EMs, right? For now on, I think I'm just going to say EMs. So the EMs, or the externally motivated people, burn out because they're playing the IMs, the internally motivated people's game. The EMs are playing the IM strengths, the IMs are playing the EM strengths, causing them to burn out. What are you talking about? Okay, let me break it down. If a externally motivated person decides not to tell people their goals, they're not getting their source to be able to drive them. So I'll say, to fix that, if you are this person, tell people your dreams. There are so many people that only encourages to stay quiet, keep it down, don't tell anybody your success. But if this is the type of person that you are, tell people your success. This is going to help you achieve your goals. The fuel that you get from people's comments, whether it's negative or positive, you know that's going to make you drive harder. You know that's going to make you be able to push harder toward your goals, to defeat the naysayers and prove the people who've been on your side right, so they can go and defeat their naysayers. Now, for the IMs, the people who are motivated internally, the only person that can hold you accountable is yourself. So self-help helps tremendously for your success, for your goal. Your support system is really you. With that being said, keep quiet. Basically, shut up. Don't tell people what you're going to do. It's pretty much plain and simple, but I know it's not easy, because a lot of times people who are internally motivated love I realize in life that a vast majority of people always thinks that the grass is greener, and that they want things that other people have, or they fantasize about the things that other people have. So the same thing goes with people who are internally motivated, probably haven't found out that they are internally motivated, and they see these people who got a huge support system. Not saying that internally motivated people don't, but that's not what makes you thrive. I have a support system, but I'm internally motivated, thinking that I was externally motivated. I'm not. And yes, I do enjoy people around me and things like that, and hey, good job, yeah, it feels good. But I'm that type of person that if someone tells me, hey, good job, keep it up, yeah, I like it, but I'm more like, okay, thank you, you know, I truly appreciate it, thank you. And I just keep going, because I know that if I stay in that realm of celebration, I'm no longer getting my motivation internally for myself, and I stop what I'm doing. I am not a multitasker. I was that kid that saw what other kids were doing, thinking that, okay, is this what I'm supposed to do? Okay, let me go and try to work and talk at the same time. It don't work. Your best support system is you. No one is going to be able to tell you how good of a job you have done, or when to kick up the gear, or when to dial it back better than you. There are people who like to work out in groups. That works for them, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's you. You're fitting your attributes. But then you have people who like working out in solitude. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that neither. So just play on your strengths, ladies and gents. If being around a populated environment helps you succeed, use it. If being in solitude helps you succeed, use it. And things that you do not need, discard it. Know thyself, guys. Very simple to say, not easy to do. I know we all don't start from the same position, but I do believe most of us are capable of getting to where we need to get to. You just have to know yourself. Start to learn yourself. Ask questions and don't be afraid of yourself. Ladies and gents, I pray that y'all blessed spiritually, mentally, financially, emotionally, what else? Physically, everything else in between, guys. And I catch y'all later. One.